I get like +4 to my AC.
Oh right, because you got giant training or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nice.
We
That's gonna
are
be
live?
dope.
Question mark? Somebody open up the stream and
That
let
is
me
a
know.
nice punch.
I got stream open.
Alright. Are we live?
Hey stream.
Yes, we are live.
Alright, in that case, let's get started. Durbin, go ahead and get us eased into the session with a nice, lengthy and in detail recap of last time.
Give me that
Alright.
that detail.
Dude, I got you. I actually wrote notes last session because I knew that I was gonna have to do it this week.
Nice.
Also, guys, don't forget to get your marinara timers up.
Spicy
Oh.
timers.
Or just get a jar of marinara and use it as a clock.
Perfect. Alright, so we started the session as we had ended the battle with the dogs. Bell decided that it was time to destroy the statue that was in that room. He destroyed it, became scared of it, and so we dipped out of there. Upon that happening, the ritual was completed, which apparently summoned an awful demon, which we will encounter later in the recap. Everybody made it past the trap pretty easily, while dealing with the mage shooting random magic missiles at us for a little bit. We had almost killed Nualia, but she ended up running away. Bell then chased her while we were trying to deal with the wizard, who kept hitting us. As soon as she got into the room with the demon pretty much took Bell down. I think it was the next round.
One turn.
Literally one hit.
Yeah, he one-turned him.
Yeah.
Yep. And Nualia somehow survived on staggering twice, and then we rolled a lot of ones, which
She
was
kept healing herself.
And she
Yeah.
survived 3 nat ones. Yep.
And then the entire party was chasing after Bell, trying to help him in the battle that was going to be held in a bit. And when we all stumbled upon his dead body and then the demon just trying to egg us in there, we decided it was best not to fight him and Nualia. So we sounded a tactical retreat and collected found Robin, and then we all left, I believe, was the last thing we did.
Yes, that is pretty accurate. The only correction that I would like to make is you all did not, in fact, get across the trap unscathed. You triggered the trap, which left Bell to fight for like 5 rounds alone against Nualia.
Oh yeah, he did a really good job of that though. We just
Well, he
kinda
wasn't really
stood there.
alone. We had a shit ton of ranged people firing at the
Yeah.
people.
But the point being, like, 2 of your 3 melee combatants could do nothing for most of the
Yeah.
fight.
Also, I realized I left my cold iron spear down there, so that was smart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did not pick
It's
it back
okay,
up.
it doesn't work on the demon anyways.
Yeah. It's okay. I got a composite longbow now anyway, so that actually worked out better.
Alright, so as we pick back up, you guys had just barely managed to escape the maw of the demon and the wrath of Nualia. Managed to make your way outside of Thistletop and cross the bridge. Rain falling on your heads as you turned around and watched the head crack. Not collapse, not quite yet. And just as you stood out there for a moment, there was just enough time that you could catch your breath. Ooh, that is. Oh, one sec, guys. I am double dipping into the audio. There we go. As I said, you stand out there in the rain and the storm. You have a moment to catch your breath as you realize that you're not being followed by your enemies. Now, it is up to you to decide which step to take next.
Well, that was a little close for my liking. Shit.
Robin's
Yeah.
with us, right?
Yeah. Robin's kind of just standing there, staring, sort of like at the mud.
Hey, kid. You're Robin, right? You're alright. I mean, you're not alright. You got weird shit carved on your face and you were trying to kill us a little while ago, but are you able to talk?
Yeah.
Good chat.
I heal him for 13. Robin.
You were, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you were at like 6 HP.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You're pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. He'll take that. That'll be put him at 19. And Robin will sort of look at the dwarf and be like, "Thanks."
No problem.
Solera, was he this talkative prior to his visit at Thistletop?
I'm gonna just kind of like sit there and kind of look at Robin and kind of like I'm not really. I'm thinking about all the things that happened, and I don't really hear your question for some reason.
Robin looks at Silera and just says, "You came back for me."
No shit, I came back for you.
Thank you.
Sorry, Red. What was your question?
Never mind. You appear to have fixed his speech impediment. I think we best get headed on back to Sandpoint though. We need
Yeah.
to heal up and come back before that big ugly bastard figures his way out of there.
Yeah, should
Probably wouldn't
probably.
be bad to have some reinforcements from town as well,
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
probably
because he's
Oh.
beyond us.
I
rush
was
on out of here.
I was thinking now that we got our guards back, we might be able to steal some of the mercs for this.
Yeah.
Especially that one with the magic shit that we tangled with before. I figure he owes us one.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mo-
true.
Might be too scared of Nualia, but I can be convincing.
Okay, let's do it. Let's go. We should probably just get going.
Yeah.
Oh, before we get back in town, I am not Red. My name is... Oh, fuck, what was I saying my name was again?
Ted.
Ted. Yes, Ted. I'll start doing the different accent again when we get there, but that is important.
We're gonna need this all explained as well once we have some downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
It's a l-
I'll explain everything to you guys. Suffice it to say, I am persona non grata in Sandpoint and have been for some time.
Okay.
I
Can we
told
trust
you. I didn't stab you in the back. And I didn't take off when the giant demon things were trying to kill you. So, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, you were in the thick of it too. You could have just been trying to save your own ass.
Fair enough, but
She was unconscious for most of it, so
oh,
no, he was all right.
Okay.
I mean, he got me back up, so I could get everybody else back up.
All right. Fair enough.
look.
By the way, Dorban,
I-
thanks for helping me out.
No problem.
Or was it Siggy? I don't remember. It's all kind of a little bit of a haze.
I mean, I'm the one that got you back up, but Siggy's the one that killed the thing, so we could get you back up.
Yeah,
Thanks, Siggy.
Siggy's was super clutch there.
This is why you're my favorite, Siggy.
Oh, yeah, take that, Robin.
Be nice.
Technically,
He's
I went
only
back
just
for
gotten
Robin,
back
too.
unpossessed or whatever was wrong with him.
Robin just sort of continues staring at the mud.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Well, on the walk back, Six is going to casually check out Robin and the symbols and
Hey, cutie.
see if he can.
No.
He's gonna also
Hey,
use
babe.
detect magic and see what he can kind of figure out what's going on.
Sure. Give me a knowledge history.
It does appear that he's been robbed of all of his valuables. Also.
Oh yeah.
Knowledge histoire.
Histoire.
Nice.
Yeah, Red's gonna try to talk to you on the walk back too, because you got some shit that you need to know about.
So what you do know is that the rune that is very evidently on his cheekbone is an old Thessalonian rune representing wrath.
Yeah.
However, there are several incisions around where the rune was carved into his flesh, which sort of trail as if showing the capillary is infected by some kind of venom. But it's very clearly not the capillaries. It's sort of too artificial looking. It sort of spreads a little bit down and around the jawline. You're not certain what that is, but you can tell there was some kind of process involving those runes.
So as we're walking back, Red will kind of drop back with Robin, who I'm assuming is kind of just mechanically following,
Yeah, he's just going through the motions.
and he'll start talking at him even if he's not responding, and kind of under his breath he's going to say, well, boss man, he's not happy that you, well, he thinks you're dead, but he was not happy that happened, so I think he's probably gonna have some questions for you when we get back. I would suggest, that maybe he's not in a great mood of late, so maybe bring one of the others with you just for, personal safety reasons.
I think I'll be fine.
Okay. Just let us know if you're going to talk to him so that we know if we need to come get you.
I'm gonna go talk to him immediately.
All right. Well, be back an hour after the meeting. Otherwise, we're coming for you.
Okay.
Red will kind of clap him on the back and then walk forward with the rest of them.
Robin sort of winces as you clap his back.
I
Oh,
only have an
Dorman's behind Robin this entire time.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just checking out that ass, yeah.
Yeah, I did. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I heard that conversation. Unlikely.
Do you want,
It's also
do you want me
raining.
to do you want me to roll a stealth on that or something?
I
don't
think
know.
it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. So it's gonna take you. You're walking all the way back to Sandpoint, right?
Yeah.
Well, we don't have any horses.
All right. Well, it's gonna take about 3 hours to get there. The storm is slowing your pace as the dirt road becomes a mudslide. Slowly but surely, you sort of start working your way back. Your morale probably not at its peak, and it's sort of starting to get pretty late into the day. You can tell that the sun has already begun to set, starting to break from behind the clouds as you see it reaching the horizon. You reach back Standpoint. You find 2 guards at the entrance manning the gate. the half-broken and mostly repaired with wood wall facing the north. They hail at you as they see you approach. Who's leading the group on the way back? Who's
Probably
walking
me.
at the front? Celera?
Yeah.
Alright. They hail you, Celera, then, and beckon you to come towards them. Alright, oh. Celera, I didn't recognize you. Good evening. Is everything alright?
Robin ignores this and he just walks straight through the gate.
The second guard that is currently not speaking sort of blocks your path. Oh, hold on. We need to check everyone before they go in. You alright? As they look at you, stare at your face.
Orban will
Not
play
really.
about, nah, he's not. He's been through some shit. We just need to go and we need to rest.
Yeah, he's just not feeling very well, and we kind of need to get him back and rest a little bit. We've had a hell of a day, and we just want to get through.
Don't
we
use
were
that
on a
word.
heroic rescue mission. We just retrieved him. So, yes, what they said.
Alright. Let them through. He beckons over to the other guard. They move out of the way and let the lot of you through. You can tell, like, the two guards are sort of eyeing the party as they come in. And just as you do, you see that they are bringing down the now quite damaged portcullis down, closing the gate. Alright. Where to is the party headed within Sandpoint?
I mean, apparently Robin is going to the docks.
Yeah, Robin is just going straight to the boss. Like, there's, like, with no regard at all for anybody seeing him, he's just gonna fucking walk there. Straight line. Just go.
I'm gonna
Rattle-
grab him really quick
Yeah.
and kind of pull you aside and be like, "Are you okay?
No.
What happened? Why are you like this?"
I was unconscious for most of it. But Nualia did something to me. I'm not completely sure what, but I feel like I'm dying. I feel like there's something growing inside of my chest, and it's strangling my organs.
Oh,
I also watch them bleed and quarter Chewy and feed him to something. Same with Ra.
where are you going now?
I'm gonna go talk to somebody that might be able to help us.
Don't be too long.
I probably won't be.
Coming back, right?
Should be.
Okay, carry on.
Robin just goes.
Alright.
Red will come up by Silera after he sees Robin head off and be like, "He's coming back in an hour. I talked with him already about where he's going. He'll be fine, but if he's not back in an hour, we go get him. Alright?
Great.
I gotta go to..." And then he'll say a little louder, "I have to go to the blacksmith. My rapier did not cut it, if you will. I shall meet you, fellow adventurers at the inn, perhaps?"
First off, I would wait on going to the blacksmith because we don't know what we need for Senior Fuckface. So it's best to wait on any purchases until we know.
That's a fair point. Alright. Where to then? I know
I mean,
there's
the mayor.
the sage might know something, but aside from that, yeah, mayor makes sense.
Mayor first, then we can get more information. because we need to inform her and request help. Honestly, we've done a lot, but we can't do any more by ourselves. Well, all right. I say we, but I meant obviously the heroes of Sandpoint have done a lot, and we just can't do it.
Yes, I wholeheartedly agree. This threat seems a little bit more than we can reasonably take on by ourselves. We can certainly be a spear tip, but we need a shaft behind us.
It's a really bad way to phrase that.
What? You don't like talking about shafts?
I don't mind talking about shafts, but I prefer a shaft not be behind me.
Nice.
To each his own.
Swing.
And then Red, in a lower voice, will say, "Hey, mate, you don't know it till you try it." And then we'll
No,
go back to
I
his
definitely know
regular
it before I
voice.
try it.
All right. Well, let's head over to the mayor then.
All right. Let's handle the people heading to the mayor's office first. So, it is pretty late, but still you find the lights coming from the back windows of the stone building. And as you round the corner down Tower Street and onto Main Street, you find that still is one guard standing just outside the building. Doors slightly ajar. Just the minimum as not to let the rain in. And the poor man is just standing there, getting slowly soaked in the water. You head in, you find the secretary, a little bit distracted, finishing some paperwork as he raises her head to look at the lot of you have just arrived. Hello, good evening. We're about to close for the night. Was there an emergency?
I mean,
Yes.
Oh, might I inquire what it is?
I don't think it is right for us to tell you necessarily before the mayor.
Said it better myself.
The nature of it, because the mayor is just packing up. It was
bad
about-
shit. That's
The
what
nature is war, so
Oh, all right. I'll be right back. And she stands up, takes a couple steps back over to the office, opens the door, checks. You can see that she leans into the room, and you hear her say something, a little bit distorted by the acoustics of it. And you hear Kendra go thump, loud, crashing thump. Say, just have them come in. Calera, just come in.
okay. I like. What's up?
And
Are
as
you okay?
the assistant leaves the room, the lot of you are led into it. Just right. Where is it this time? That you're all in one piece, so I suppose you managed to have some good news, right? So stares at you, Dorvin, when you let a chuckle out.
Not even
I
close.
don't think we would put it exactly that way.
The only good news that we have is we saved Robin.
Yeah.
Right.
We're up one, down one, as you might put it. And there have been, well, developments, I guess, since these fine folks last ventured out. I'm Ted, by the way.
Yes. Pleasure, I'm sure. Just one moment, and you see her reach over to her satchel and start to wring out some papers and a quill and ink. All right. What are the developments? As she sits down on the her desk and gestures for the lot of you to take a seat.
Okay, so what we know is that in the basement of Thistletop is what even was that?
It was a demon, I'm pretty confident.
Looked like a giant bat thing.
Giant bat demon thing.
Did Sigus get a look at it?
Yeah, Siggy, did you get a?
I did.
Give me a knowledge planes, because you never rolled for it.
Too busy shooting
Okay.
yourself. Yeah.
Well, he would have seen it
took one
in
look
his
at it,
vision too, right?
But well, yeah. Well, I never saw it. It was on the other side of the super awesome door.
Oh, so you couldn't even
Uh,
see through it?
Did you not walk into the area where the fight was going on?
I saw. Sorry,
Oh no, he did.
before.
You were
I
talking about the
did.
vision.
Yeah, I only saw him quickly, but like
Okay,
before
yeah.
when I was like stuck underground.
Jesus.
You saw him
Ugh.
for like just a split second while you were there.
Didn't see shit.
Like
Fuck.
you're not certain like what exactly it was. You're certain that it was a demon of some
Big and
sort.
lots of teeth.
But you also know that several demons have shape-shifting abilities, so yeah, you would need some kind of other clue in order to piece together what it was.
Well, regardless, there's a very large demon in the basement, and we were not even close to strong enough to even start attacking it. We're gonna need reinforcements if we're gonna go back, and I don't know that he's not gonna come after us or into the town in general.
He did seem trapped down there, kind of.
Confined is probably the best way to put it. But currently, Thistletop is slowly breaking apart.
Right.
So if we were going to get him before he gets out, most likely before he gets out, starts feeding more and getting stronger, we need to do it very quickly.
I wouldn't give
First
it
by
more.
tomorrow at latest.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't give it more than a day, but we need to take everyone we can there and put this thing in the ground or back wherever it came from.
Okay.
If you can requisition weapons or anything, really.
Still paying for the several damages that we suffered during the goblin raids. The explosion didn't make things any easier. Give me a moment to think. Right. And send. I could send word to an old acquaintance of mine. Might be able to help us out. However, they're not going to make it within. Going to be a couple days until they come back. Well, until the notice reaches them. If they decide to help in the week. Now,
Can't you have the father quicken the communication?
not a matter of how quick the communication is, how far they are.
Can. Sorry, Dorbin, go ahead.
It wouldn't take a few days for them to get the message.
No, of course. It would still take them a day to prepare and you to get here. I'll talk to Father Santos about it.
We have to make another attempt tomorrow, I would think.
We can continue to see if we can delay it.
We
We'll
certainly cannot continue to leave it with the help of the wizard and whatever that white-haired lady with the sword.
Right. Well, let's see. If you could buy us some time, I think we could gather some help.
Alright.
Can we still even a mercenary or two now that you have the bulk of your guard back?
Even if we could
Or-
convince, even if I could have a talk with Sheriff Thaler, I'm afraid, for the safety of my people, it will be best that we keep every single able hand in the city. Should you fail to, oh, this is heartbreaking, but should you fail to stop that demon, I need to be certain that we are going to be able to do the very best we can to stop it. At least delay it until we can evacuate the rest of the city.
Okay.
Red is going to roll an intimidate check.
Sure. What exactly are you trying to do?
I will role play to the role, but what he's trying to do is he's going to say something along the lines of, if we fail, there is effectively going to be no city. This thing will crawl up and down the coast and kill everything in its way. Our only chance is while it's in there. And he basically wants to make it very clear how very scary this
Sure.
is.
You want to instill fear of the creature within her heart.
Yes.
Sure. Go for it.
I don't know that this won't have other adverse effects, but
It's
Well,
you
you are
know,
trying to intimidate the
certainly
mayor.
there are consequences to your actions.
Oh,
When
hey.
will you learn?
Seriously.
so red goes up to her and like gets right down on her level because I'm assuming she's sitting behind her desk and says,
Yeah.
he's like,
You slam
"Look,
one hand on the desk, probably.
this
Damn.
thing ate a person that was about 4 times my size and strength. In under 6 seconds, he was dead. It chewed through from another plane of existence. If you don't think that this thing, once it escapes, will just not just fly down here, eat all your guards, and kill all your people, you are completely off your rocker. You need to give us help now so that we can take care of this problem while it is contained. If you do not, everyone here
Red.
will die.
What is your EC?
20.
All right.
Yeah.
As the entire group at the office hears a thunderclap as the mayor just slaps you across the face.
Kids was moving forward to try and like pull Red, but he's just gonna like not deal with that anymore.
Yeah. She stands up and stares at you, eye level, eye to eye. Says, you think you will tell me how to run this city? You're sorely mistaken. Now, I am the most concerned here about the well-being of my people. You think otherwise. Think for a moment. I haven't thought about the sacrifice I might be facing. You have no right to be here. Please, go ahead, leave. And she gestures towards the door. And she turns to the rest of you and says, I will speak to Father Santos immediately. We'll see what we can do. We'll talk in a few hours. Find you in the Rusty Dragon. That's where you're staying, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
We will be making a stop at the Sage.
That is correct.
Fine. 2 hours. We'll meet the Rusty Dragon.
Alright.
All right.
Don't tarry.
Please will say thank you before leaving.
She's sort of standing behind her desk as she waits for the lot of you to leave her office.
Red will incline his head and say, "I respect your tenacity," as he walks out the door.
As soon as Red walks out the door, Dorban's gonna punch him in the knee as hard as he can.
Oh, and as you're doing that, I'm literally gonna like swat him on the back of the head like a mother would. Like, the fuck, dude? At the same time.
I had to try something.
Threatening the mayor is not the way to do it.
God, dude. Oh, man.
Maybe you can try with some more honeyed words next time. Also, ow, that hurt.
Who's the
I don't
last
know
one?
what you expected.
Who's the last one to leave the office?
Sigus will probably be kind of puttering out, trying to not be seen. Not like actively, just being very timid.
So probably Sigus is the last
Yeah,
one.
probably
almost, I
Sigus
think.
is the last one out.
Sigus, then give me a sense motive.
This will be really good.
Oh, for sure.
Hopefully.
It's
My
bad.
rolls are rubbing
Bravo.
off on other people now. Oh shit.
As you're sort of being the last one to leave the office, you see Kendra turn her back on the door and sort of walk over to the window, and she's sort of staring for a moment outside. And so you walk out at that point. The door being closed by the assistant, having sort of overheard the mayor shouting. Right. Let's switch over to Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Robin, you are fucking drenched as you're walking through the now desolate streets of Sandpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Most houses have their lights up and running. You see inside the homes families having dinner. Some people sitting by their fireplaces, reading a book, some of them, others having a little bit of a chat with their loved ones. You work your way down to the docks and eventually find the Fat Man's feed bag. That sailor's respite. And outside.
So
you-
really
you-
quick before he like does all that, he's like
Sure.
looking at all the windows, looking at all these families, and Robin's just like fucked up. Like he's got 19 health. Like he's not anywhere near full health percentage wise. He's like obviously been drenched for like 3 hours walking in the rain. He's traumatized beyond belief, and he's just like stoic, like just walking, like looking at all these people having a good time with their family, being warm, and he's just like, nothing's there. He's just going.
So, as you apathetically reach the Fat Man's feed bag, you see a man and a woman. The man is having a little bit of a smoke out of his pipe. They're leaning against the outside wall, and that tiny little bit of ceiling, of roofing that overhangs the entrance, keeping them dry, and quite chilled by the door. They look at you, and you recognize and find recognition in the eyes of Ruth. Sort of has to blink a couple times. Robin, it's not you.
Robin sort of disregards her completely, doesn't even make eye contact, and just walks straight through.
She sort of almost bodies you as you walk past her. Like, what the f? And you walk past her and into the building. Inside you see several men having drinks, and the general murmur in and the bar starts to die down as they slowly, one by one, turn to face you, drawn from their conversation. And at the back of the building, by the bar, you see the red leather couch in which sits someone that looks like a homeless drunkard, relaxed in the chair and looking your general direction. They
Robin
raise their-
approaches that chair.
Sure. As
Yep.
you come closer, they perk up, lean forward on the table. Oh, be damned. If it isn't the kid. We're still in one piece.
Robin just stares at him.
Look at that. Ratty boy actually pulled it off. I was hoping he'd get the coin, but he killed the kid. Where's Red? Where's the kid?
I have no idea. Somewhere in town. I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Alright. What are you doing here?
Maybe... I don't even know why I'm telling you this. I should honestly just leave. This city's gonna be just absolutely overrun by demons. You should probably get out. Just take everything and pretend this place doesn't exist. And I'm not kidding.
Give me a diplomacy check.
Oh my god.
Guys, come on.
I
Three
only
nat-
fucking roll ones, guys.
3 nat ones in one session so quickly, really. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
Fucking ridiculous.
can only
Do
go
you
up
know
from
who
here.
I am? First of all?
Anyway,
Yeah.
look, I'm not about to grab the whole operation, pick it up, and leave. That isn't really my style. That's not how we do business. I need a little bit of proof, you know, a bit of a reliable source. We have a little bit of rapport, but come on, kid. You squeezed me out for quite a bit of coin last time. Trying to settle a price.
Red can tell you too.
Hmm.
Although he might have a little bit more fight in him.
Give me another diplomacy check.
In before Nat 1.
I
Okay.
swear to God. Okay.
I thought that was gonna happen again for sure.
I would fucking quit, honestly.
Look. Go fetch Red, and we'll talk. All three of
He's
you
gonna
guys.
be here in an hour.
Well, got time to kill. We can play some rounds of cards, I suppose. Dying for a little bit of competition. No one here really play on our par.
I think I'm gonna pass because gold isn't gonna matter when we're all dead.
When you say we're gonna pass, you see him reach down, and when you say gold isn't gonna matter, he slams a dagger on the table at the center. No, you don't get it. You are gonna play. I'm not really offering.
Robin's also not flinching at all. He doesn't even blink when that happens. Robin just stares at him.
Sit down. You.
Where is this going?
Doesn't matter where it's going. I'm gonna have my fun while we wait for an hour for dearest beloved child.
Well, I'm not playing with money because I don't have any. Hope
Sure we
that
can
floats your
figure
boat.
something. I'm sure that we can figure something.
Alright, whatever. Robin sits down reluctantly, rolling his eyes.
Alright. As you do sit down, you see that a couple of the men at the bar have stood up, and we're actually approaching the table already. Take a seat on either side of you, and then one more person joins the table, and you start playing cards. They're not really playing for coin at the table. It seems like they are playing for fun at first, and as the hands go on, it very quickly is made apparent that they are playing for debt, essentially.
Okay.
Now, my question is,
Alright.
how hard are you playing?
Robin's gonna cheat on every hand.
All right.
Robin
then-
has
There's
zero
Hey.
fucks to give. Robin's like, I'm gonna die tomorrow. It doesn't matter what I do.
there's the old Robin.
All right.
He's just like gonna. But I will point out, he has a fucking perfect poker face at this point in time.
Yeah.
This is true.
Give me
So
give me a sleight of hand. Ooh.
There you go.
Damn.
All right.
It's pretty good,
That's-
I'll be honest.
So
That's a
I could
spicy
be
sleight
considered
of
a
hand.
27. Yeah.
oh yeah. So
Oh yeah.
as you're playing, you sort of draw. You guys are playing. What is it? The poker that isn't Texas Hold'em.
Poker?
Mr.
Five.
Onion.
5 card.
5-card poker.
5-card
Mhm.
draw, I think is what it's called.
5 card
Yeah.
stud.
Yeah, you're
Stud. Yeah, stud. That's the one.
5-card stud.
Something like that.
You're playing 5-card stud, and like first hand you ended up with a 4 of a kind of aces, and a couple hands down the line you end up with a royal straight flush. Like
Just making fun of them.
at
I
some
have to
point,
be
you-
lucky somehow, guys.
Yeah. At
It's
one
not
point,
die rolls.
they're very obviously aware that you're cheating, but they're trying to catch you and they can't. Like, you're just that good, pulling ahead every time. Sure enough, an hour is gonna go by. Red, what are you doing?
So as it would click up to about 45 minutes, Ted Red would gather the other 4 and say, and kind of point them up to the room so that they can have a conversation. And once they get up there, he'll be like, "All right, here's the deal." Fuck. Well, I mean, you're gonna find out sometime. So I am or was a part of the local gang here in Sandpoint. And we operate the Fat Man's Feedback. Now, where Robin went to get help is the boss of the gang, and the boss is a dangerous bugger. He fucking stabbed through my hand because I didn't do a job the way he wanted it done. He is intense and he is merciless, and Robin owes him a fuckload of money. So there's a decent chance that if the conversation didn't go well, that he's doing some nasty stuff to him. So we need to go to the feedback now, and we need to get Robin and be ready for a fucking fight.
Alright.
I know we're all a little
with
tapped
All due
tapped out,
respect, number one, I don't really know you. And number 2, why should we put ourselves in danger because Robin decided to go down the wrong path?
Also, we have like. I hope he can figure it out. He does seem okay. We should. Why don't you go check on him? Because we actually don't know any of these people, and I doubt us showing up will help. And
Well,
we can help prep for this.
let
Anyway.
let me put it this way. When I left, I had to run around the corner and then have my ears cut off so that they wouldn't recognize me as easy. So
Again, with
this
all due respect, why should that be our responsibility? We have a giant demon that is trying to attack us. So,
look, do you care about Robin at all? Do you care if he's getting tortured? Do you care if he's got more scars on his face enough that'll hide that lovely tattoo the demon bitch gave him?
We care enough that we went back. We went back. We brought him back.
You went back, you brought him back, and now you're gonna let him die because some local crime boss thinks he owes him.
I mean,
Robin
the real
is-
question is how do you know he's gonna die?
I don't. He might be fine. It might just be taking longer, but I know, what is his name? Jubilee?
Jubrail.
Jabrail. I
Ju-
know Jabrail. I worked for him since I was a child on the street here. He's not going to let that debt go, no matter what has happened to Robin. And even if he's not dead, he's going to come out of there worse off than he was before, even if he ends up getting help. If we can go in and make a show of force, I think there's a chance that he might actually back off.
All right.
One thing I'll
so-
say is, for someone who's met Robin and spent time with him, he can not only take care of himself. If there's anyone who could earn money faster than all of us, it's Robin. That guy can't keep his fingers off of anything. That guy, like, I don't know what happens, but he just appears with money. And I'm sure he's lost some, but, like, I would never want to be punched by that guy, and I would never want to trust him with my valuables.
And this is literally like happening at
Meanwhile-
the same time that he's
Yeah.
fucking frisking these guys for money, basically.
Yeah.
I really appreciate your concern. I do. We care about Robin. But I've lost more people. We got a friend back from the tower, but like that thing is coming down. It's coming for us. I don't know about you guys, but we have 80 minutes. I'm assuming time works the same in this world. 80
Yeah.
minutes, to meet up and have a plan. So if you want to check in, but also just throwing this out there. Sometimes you've misread some situations, like with the mayor. I'm not saying
I
you're
didn't
wrong.
misread the situation. What I
Just
did
made a
was
poor choice.
made a choice and tried to get some help. I've lived here my whole damn life. I've been to Magnum. I've been around, but this is my own. As much as it is yours, Siggy. If we fail, I wasn't kidding. That thing is going to destroy everything. I'm
You
not
need to
letting this.
remind me of the consequences of failure here.
I'm not letting this town die and losing one of our assets to fucking Jubilee's fucking debt collection services. I'm going to get that
All right.
kid back.
Alright, so just take a second and actually think about this. One, the mayor is 100% correct. It's much easier to defend against the demon than to go into a very small confined place where there's literally no room for numbers and try to deal with it there. So technically that is the correct decision. Also, if this crime boss is scheming and smart as you seem to think he is, and awful, he knows about the threat that is there. And he knows that Robin is actually the person with the most information about it, considering he was captured by them and apparently has something inside of himself. I'm pretty confident that he's not going to be dumb enough to then kill Robin.
I'm not saying he's necessarily dead. I'm just
It's
not
unlikely he'll
saying.
even hurt him. If he does, I mean, that literally is just going to get him, shut out from this town at the very least, if that happens, because, we
Are
know
you
he's
kidding? He runs this town. You think the mayor actually does anything aside from?
there. It has nothing to do with
Point.
the mayor.
Okay.
See, you don't know where I come from.
No, I don't.
I come from a dwarven citadel. If I have to, I can get the lords of these lands to come here, because, like you, I'm also very well traveled, only I travel in a much higher regard in the areas. As you know from our experience, I am really good at helping the just and healing everybody I can. And that's what I've been doing across this entire land. I can call in favors if I need to get him shut down, pretty much. Yeah, we may not be able to capture him. We may not be able to imprison him, but he won't be able to do business. And honestly, I'll probably do it regardless.
Wait,
Because
hold on. Who do you have pull with? I can use this.
not anybody that we can get here in time is the big issue here.
No. Time's not the problem. What he cares about is money. If I can have a name, just a name of someone who can shut down his operation, or at least put it at risk, not just here in Sandpoint, but elsewhere in the region, he'll pay attention. That's leverage.
I cannot trust you with that name.
Can you come with me and whisper a name in his ear?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. Well,
I'm not gonna make a deal with somebody like him. You're lucky I haven't turned you in yet.
For what?
For what? It's fucking obvious.
What is?
You're the one who killed the dude in the prison.
No, I'm not.
I was on the same boat as you, dude.
Well, you will notice that a person who killed the dude in the prison had long black hair, not shaved on the sides, also did not have the same scar pattern as I do, also does not had long pointy ears, which I do not have.
You literally just said that he cut your ear off, so I have to assume that that's what you're talking about.
You can assume whatever you want. You don't have any proof.
It wouldn't take much to take off what I have to assume is makeup.
Might be, might not be, but then you're down 2 people to fight against this demon.
We're just delaying him. I'm just saying that I would like your help, yes. But understand that at some point you will pay for your transactions. I guarantee it. And right now, I'm not going to worry about Robin. Robin is not my concern right now. My concern right now is the demon. If Robin's going to continue to act like the way that we've seen so far, he's not going to be of any help with the demon. So I really don't care what happens to him. We're going to go to the Sage. We're going to see what information he can help us with. And then we're going to meet with the mayor and see what she can do to help us with our, tomorrow's fight against this thing. And hopefully have reinforcements there as soon as possible so we can continue to delay this thing as long as we need and guarantee that it will not survive.
All right. Well, I can't stand by and let.
You're more than welcome to go.
I have to.
Go for it.
I have
Do what
to.
you gotta do, man.
I know where he's been. I know, and I can't let another get those hooks in him, you know.
Go for it.
But and plus, I've pissed off the mayor already, so that's probably not a good place to be for me. If you do happen to stop by, find out what this demon is weak to,
Yeah, we'll
and
definitely let you know.
pick me up a longsword made out of it. I think I've got an idea.
Okay.
And with that, he'll kind of head out the door, muttering under his breath.
Okay. All right. You head out from the Rusty Dragon. That's pretty intense, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no,
head out.
solid.
Yeah, that was pretty good, but it was intense.
Yeah, the good shit.
You head out and head over to the Fat Man's feed bag. And sure enough, you can see as you approach the building that you've known for so many years. For the first time in a long time, there's no one manning the door outside. And as you look around the window, you see that pretty much everyone is surrounding the main table at the bar. Robin is right now playing poker, one-on-one with Dubrail, and everyone else is just looking.
Fuck.
As there's a pile of glasses to one side of Dubrail and another pile of mugs next to Robin. Robin, go ahead and give me a fortitude save.
Okay.
Apparently, you've been drinking.
Yeah. Apparently, I've also been winning.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. That'll help.
That'll work.
Alright. So, you see that the two of them are sort of a little bit inebriated, but they're pretty evenly matched at this point. The game is almost 50-50. It's about actually 55 in favor of Robin. And as you see, Dubrail is sort of twirling his mustache, looking at his cards, looking over at Robin, puts his cards down. All right. So, I think we're about to finish our hour. How about we finish this game with a little bit all in. He pushes the entire pile of coins that has amassed next to him. There's about 300 gold pieces at stake in one hand.
Robin's sort of gonna lean forward, and he's gonna be like, I recall mentioning that gold isn't gonna matter to me tomorrow, so you're gonna have to give me something more than that to go all in.
Sort of
By the way,
looks back at his hand, lifts the 3 cards on the left, peeks one card with his right hand's thumb, looks at it again, puts it out, puts it down, and looks at you. Fine. You wanted men to help you out. You wanted us to pack up and go, right? Is it?
I don't just want men to help. I want everyone to help, including you.
As he plays with his cards. And what if I win? Sure, here's the coin you've gained. Nice and all. You've given me quite a bit of entertainment, but I want something more if I win. After all, whether I win or not, this town is doomed, right? My enterprise here. What is it?
Yeah, if you win and you choose to not help or leave or heed any of the words that are coming out of my mouth, everybody gets death.
I'll figure it out when it comes. It's not gonna be you're gonna be playing for my men, operation, you're gonna have to offer me something. Wow.
Robin sort of leans back in his chair, and like
The-
he's clearly not phased like whatsoever. He's just trying to think of something that he can ante up for this.
Does
And
Red hear any of what's being said?
You can hear it, and everyone's sort of like mumbling just barely audibly, but they're sort of trying to keep silent as everyone's just watching the game.
Red will cut in at this point and just be like,
You're gonna have to push through the crowd if you want to get
He'll
to the table.
well, he'll
He
shout from
also-
the door.
Can he also
door.
see the pile of chips? And then
He can.
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try and push through the crowd?
No, he'll yell from the door and be like, "Hey, kid, don't ante anything that you're not happy losing."
Jubrail turns to look at you and says, "Ah, ready boy. Welcome back. Come on, sit down, join us." about
I
to have a little bit
am
of a
going to
fun game.
stay by the door for the time being. I'm here to make sure that kid leaves in one piece.
We'll see about that. So, what is it gonna be, kid?
well, my head isn't of any use to you, but I'm quite literally willing to offer up my head and ante for this.
Oh,
Because,
for
again-
fuck's sake.
Either everybody helps, or we all die anyways. So, seeing as I'm gonna die anyways if I lose, why not just ante up my life?
Alright. Alright. I like those odds. Alright. Let's
Can
go,
Red
kid.
cut over so that he can see both of them and both
Yeah.
of their hands?
Yeah.
Because he would like to see if he can catch Jubilee cheating.
Jubrail.
Jabrail.
Jabril, yeah.
I will get that wrong every time, by the way.
I know.
I mean, think Gabriel with a J.
Yeah, it's literally
Jabrail.
that. Jabrail.
Jabrail, okay.
Or no
It's-
game, no life.
Yeah, Jabril. That's
It
what
is spelled. It is spelled like the one in No Game No Life. It's Jubry.
Jabril.
No, I think there's an A in the, before the Y.
Jabrail.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Yeah, you can start to squeeze through as people recognize that Jubrail called you over and they sort of make way for you. Sure, Robin. Are you gonna try to cheat as everyone's staring at you, including Jubrail, and they put their hand down in front of them. They're not touching it. They have both their hands sort of fingers interlaced and put just in front of his mouth.
Well, Robin looks at his hand, and he realizes that he's gonna win regardless, because I think at this point, it's probably set in that, win or lose, like, the stakes aren't even at this table anymore. The stakes are this demon's gonna fucking kill everybody,
All right.
or, so Robin's gonna be like, I don't even have a choice here. Like, I can cheat, probably
Your
get caught if
hand-
I cheat because everybody's watching.
Your hand right now is you got nothing in your last hand. You haven't
Mhm.
traded cards, and Jubrail has declared that he's not trading any cards.
Well, at this point, like, there's no point in bluffing because he's playing the hand anyways,
Yeah.
right?
He already called
Yeah.
all in. The extra, upping the ante.
Okay, so then in this situation, I lose if I don't cheat.
You can still trade cards. The question is whether you cheat when you do or not.
Get 2 trades in too. So-
Yeah, honestly, I don't even know if my hand is good enough to trade and like get a perfect hand, basically. So
You have a. I'll tell you what your hand is. It's a
Okay.
two of spades, 7 of hearts, 8 of spades, Jack of hearts, jack of diamonds, and that's 5, right? 2,
Yeah.
7, 8, 2 jacks. So you have a pair of jacks, which is kind of shitty.
At
Yeah.
this table,
You have
anyway.
3 spades.
Yeah.
You have 3
Yeah,
spades.
honestly, he's cheated with every hand in this game so far. So he's gonna do it.
Can Red do something to help when he realizes what the position is?
You don't know the position because you don't know what Jubrail's hand is.
No, I don't know what Jabrail's hand is, but I see that he's flopped his cards down and that Robin's
He's
got to
confident.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Robin's got to do 2 trades, so I can read kind of what I know how Jabrail plays poker. I can read what's happening here.
Sure. Robin, just an FYI, trying to sleight of hand in this condition is gonna be tough as nails. Because literally everyone's staring at you, and they've focused their attention on.
Okay.
Oh, I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
How much of a distraction would it make if Red tried to cut into the game?
Everyone would still be looking at the center of the table.
I mean, everyone's gonna still be staring at the play, and you're sort of a little bit late to cut into the game.
Okay. Alright. In that case, he's just going to try and cause some sort of a kerfuffle when Robin's drawing his cards.
Sure. Robin, are you gonna go for the cheat or hope for luck?
Robin's gonna go for the cheat because he's literally afraid of nothing. He doesn't care.
All right. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand.
Yep.
Oh.
So, as you reach forward and like grab, you declare that you're trading how many cards?
2.
Okay. So you take out your 2 hearts, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right. You take out your 2 hearts. You declare you're trading 2, and as you reach forward, you're about to swap the first 2 cards, having taken a peek. And just as you do, Jubrail throws his dagger, puncturing right through your hand and stabbing it onto the table. And you have 2 fingers on the deck, and you're sort of drawing the top 2 cards.
Mm-hmm.
And he grabs
Robin also doesn't flinch. Like, the thing goes through his hand, and he doesn't even blink.
Sure. Go ahead and take 2 points of damage.
Sure.
And he grabs the handle of the dagger, puts a hand on the deck, pulls it from underneath your hand, pulls it like very clearly, not drawing anything, not touching the deck. He pushes it into the middle. He's still holding your hand in place.
Mm-hmm.
Pushes the two cards that you touched and puts them underneath your hand, and then pulls the dagger out.
Robin just sort of stares at him, like, what?
Gotta play fair. There's a lot at stake.
And this is where Red will try and create a distraction.
Sure. What are you trying?
So what he's going to attempt to do, since the cards are in front of Robin and Jabrail's hands are out on the table, he is going to attempt to pull a dagger and put it through Jabrail's hand.
Nice.
Give me... Oh boy.
Turnabout is fair play, bitch.
Sure. Hey, roll for an attack on a
He
flat-footed
is
Jubrail.
not expecting that, yeah.
No.
Holy shit.
Oh boy.
That'll do it.
God damn it, the gift.
Holy fuck.
And everybody gets stabbed.
So he's got his right hand on the dagger that was holding Robin, and his other hand is on the table, and he's tapping his fingers on the table, and then suddenly he stops as he flinches for a second, like, Ugh! Turns his head towards you, looks you straight straight into the eye.
I
Lifts
said
his-
he's leaving in one piece. Do not do that again.
Robin's gonna fuck with the cards now because
Alright.
right now he's looking at red.
Sure. Give me
And
another
Red
sleight
will
of
roll
hand.
it. Red will roll an intimidate on Jabrail while he's saying
Oof.
Sure. I'll take the menacing
Oh.
play from it.
that. Okay.
Okay.
It's a 15.
So he stares
Oh,
at you
whatever.
in the eye, Red, as he grabs starts lifting his hand that you punctured up all the way to the hilt, and turns his hand around, releasing the blade from your hand. Just, oh, son of a bitch! Ugh. The thud.
Also, turnabout is fair play, Jabrail. You taught me that early on.
Learn the best things.
Robin's just gonna play a perfect hand.
Yeah, he turns his head over just in time to see you, Robin, taking 2 cards back into your hand. You managed to pull out 2 cards, right? Because you had turned 2.
Mhm.
You now have your choice whether you hold a 2 jacks for a 4 of a kind,
Mm-hmm.
or wait, I'm trying to remember which 2 cards you traded. It was
He will
He
take
tra-
whichever is the
7 and a
whichever is
jack.
the best and
hang on,
most
no,
ridiculous.
because you traded a 7 and a jack.
Yeah, so
So-
you could get a straight, I think is the other one.
Yeah, you can get a
Or a flush,
a
sorry.
flush straight.
Straight flush, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight flush.
Yeah, if that's the best option, he'll take whatever's the most ridiculous best option.
Sure.
That is the most ridiculous
That
best
is the
option
most
for sure.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's
as you-
basically nothing that Jabrail can do to beat that.
The
sort of
only
Yeah.
thing
like
better is a
all-
higher straight flush.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
then, yeah,
so
Robin
now,
will play
right
that
now
hand.
you have 7, 8, 9, 10 jack of spades.
Yeah. He'll play that hand and he'll be like, "It's a shame that you moved those 2 cards."
And as you show your straight flush, he sort of looks at the cards on the table and says, "Fine. We're doing it that way." And he turns over his hand, and he had a straight flush from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of hearts.
Mhm.
Wait, no, clubs. Because none of his
Yeah.
cards came up. Otherwise, he was cheating, but a little bit too extreme because there was a repeat card. But you've just barely won the game of poker. Fine. Looks like you're working for him now. We're all are.
Well,
Come on. Come on, boys. Hard to puck up. Looks like time to change our HQ.
Not before you guys help. That was part of the deal. Including you.
Sure, I'll give you a little bit of that.
Wonderful. I'm
not
glad
the
you're gonna
one that I
cooperate.
stabbed through, hopefully.
My best
I'll take
man.
both.
Alright. So. You guys have recruited the help of Dubrail. What else would you like to do right now? Because the Fat Man's feed bag is going to close down, and you're going to see everyone inside just scramble around like ants.
Red would like to
Robin.
make sure Robin picks up his gold and gets back to the tavern unaccosted quickly.
Yeah, it was what, 300 gold?
No, in total you earned yourself
600.
600. 600. You said 300.
650. Because you had an
Jesus.
event.
650.
That is
Yeah.
nuts. Also, I'm gonna have to start driving shortly if someone can take over my roles.
This is
I mean,
all
we can-
after the conversation of Robin just shows up with money.
So,
Like, Robin doesn't care.
so you make it back to the Rusty Dragon Inn.
Yeah.
This
And
is just bitter because he's so poor.
so, God damn it. Robin, as you're heading back, you feel You feel a little bit more alive for some reason now that you have a pile of shining gold in your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else, you see Robin, drenched as well as Red, drenched.
Who looks
coming
very
to-
stressed.
Yeah. Coming back into the Rusty Dragon. You still have about 5 more minutes until the
Well,
agreed upon
in that time, could we have gone to the sage?
Sure. Let's
'Cause that's
handle
what
that
that's
then.
what we wanted to go do, was go talk to the sage before the mayor
Indeed,
got back.
indeed. You guys would have had enough time during the hour. The sage at this time was sleeping until you knocked on their door. You hear thump, 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 thump. A candle being lit and held up to the window as you see the wrinkled old face blushing a little bit with with agitation. They press their face against the window, then come over to the door opening. What are you doing here? Did you find more ruins? I'm ready to go whenever you say. I just need to change my clothes.
I mean, we found more ruins, but
He says that
they're not
looking
safe to
at
go to.
Silera specifically.
yeah.
Yeah.
But Dorbin's taking charge here. He's gonna say not
no.
one you can go to, but we need
Nice to
information.
see you
so
again.
that you can have access.
rooms. Where to about?
I mean, there's a demon there currently. That's why we're here, so you can tell us how to kill it.
Of course. Come on inside. Hold on. Don't walk too far into it. Let me get you towels. He goes back into his bedroom and comes out with 2 bundles of like messed up towels. Puts them on a chair next to the entrance and offers them to a lot of you. To the 3 of you.
Ooh, soft towels.
No, they're
Smells
kind
like
of
lemon.
crummy and they've been used today already.
I mean, Dorbin's going to completely ignore the towel.
Okay.
Does not give a shit.
What kind of demon?
No idea.
Um,
I'll describe it for you,
Oh,
and then I'll proceed to describe it. I can't remember exactly what it looked like, but
Like a quadrupedal
Yeah. bat thing.
wolf
Yeah.
demon with no fur.
Let me see. He brings
Make
out
sure you get the size in there too.
You also have the name. Reminder.
He pulls out a thick tome, thick black tome, puts it on his desk, opens it up, and lights up another 2 candles to be able to see properly. Bat shape. Well, I only have one. Could be multiple things. You remember if did it seem intelligent?
yeah, he tried to charm me into walking into the room with him.
I mean, like control. Anything else that stood out?
I mean,
Like,
Robin, our friend Robin has a weird symbol on his cheek. I didn't really get a good look at it. I was a little distracted with making sure that we got back. But there is a symbol on his cheek that looks like it's etched almost to his cheek. And he seems like he's not all with us. He said to me that he felt like his insides were being twisted.
strangled by something.
Yeah,
The Thessalonian symbol of rage.
that's what it was.
Wrath?
Wrath.
Oh,
you
right.
guys do have the name, right?
Wrath.
I don't
Yeah.
remember getting a name.
I think he was yelling it and saying how he was
Yeah,
going to
he
eat
said
us
his
all.
own
It's
name.
in the journal too.
It's also in the
Okay.
journal.
Yeah.
I was
We'd probably
looking
give him
for
his
the-
name as well then.
Sure. Just a
Malfashioncore is the name.
yes.
Oh,
Just to
that's
remind
That's
right.
it. Thank you.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
Malfeshnikor.
Yes.
Alright, he goes. The runic wrath, you said. In his.
Yeah.
His cheek. He looked, sort of grayish.
Mhm.
Yes.
There it is. Shouldn't be wrong. Well, friend might be dead. But,
Yeah.
I only know of one thing that caused that. There was once mention of ancient mind control, spells and rituals and incantations. Old Thassalam prohibited. Be what it does. It does have terrible side effects, but usually the account of it talk about the magic slowly suffusing the body until it collapses in form of singularity, mass, and magic. Absolutely cool. But demons. Well, I don't have much information on them, but I do believe. Do they look something like this? And he pushes the book around for you to see. And what you see is something quadrupedal, bat-like, and beside it are a rather large goblin holding a great sword in one hand, and on the other side a dire wolf standing at attention. And it seems to indicate that the much larger bat-like creature that stands behind the other two in a sort of menacing pose is the one that he's pointing at. This here is our guest.
Oh.
I don't have much information about it. Just mention they're quite risky. Only weapons of roll tails and Barcelona and other powerful things harm them, surely. Aside from that, the mention of the power to corrupt the minds of those around. That they do hold a special connection with Dublin. There's not much else. I'm afraid the tomb is only people identify them, but not very much more.
And there's no specific material that it's vulnerable to in any way?
Out of character, he described what normally would be entailed by DR magic.
Well,
So you need a
shit.
magic weapon.
You need a magic weapon.
Oh, just a magical. Okay.
Yeah.
That's easy. We can do that.
All the weapons described here is cable attached to them. No chest. Some kind of magical ring for good some parts.
I'm a
It's
divine
theory.
caster, so
There's
I can.
no kind of confirmation.
All right. Well, that helps.
Alright, anyone studying from this book can give me a knowledge planes.
Yeah,
Doorbell.
boy.
If you're
Don't
trained
roll
more to the
another
nerdy
one
kid.
for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I got a book, motherfucker.
book power.
I remember how to read. I do not.
Sort of do. You can ask me one single question.
Oh, let's brainstorm this as a group. Um,
Well, we got weaknesses already, so that's
Hmm.
one thing, and we know it can do a mind control thing.
like,
Resistances, if you want, like, if it's immune to acid or whatever, or special abilities
yeah,
would be my
I
votes.
think,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think special abilities, but that's
I think
My pick.
special abilities would be good, but I think we need to be able to kill it, right? And just based on like our last, a lot of other fights that just hasn't worked out.
okay. Keep in
Yeah.
mind that we do have the DR magic
It's
thing
fair.
already.
You're right.
Yeah.
So okay, I will go with special abilities then, because that is a good point with the magic club.
Special abilities. Just 1 second. I wanna.
Not the one that we already know.
Yeah.
Which is
That's a
what?
spell-like ability.
It's the special ability to kill shit.
Spell-like and special are different, fortunately.
Okay. I was not sure.
Special ability of Barghests, then. A Barghest, as you suddenly recall, Sigis, you've read something somewhere. You probably talked to one of the traveling clerics that sometimes passed through Sandpoint. There was mention of a Barghest in a story about a certain paladin of Sarenrae having fought one of these. A Barghest has a special ability where once per month, once per month, they can consume the corpse of a non-evil humanoid, and when they do, they grow stronger every time that they consume one such creature. They gain
Shit.
their growth. They gain a single growth point every time they consume a human. They gain their growth point as a bonus to attack rolls, CMBs, saving throws, skill checks, and its maximum hit points increases by 5 for each of them.
Missed the first part, but came in with a point where he gets better in pretty much every way every time he eats someone.
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Once per month.
That sums it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Once per month.
Well, we know who he's
They
eating.
can increase their power.
So he's got a +1 to everything and +5 max HP
It's
right
not.
now.
It's not done.
Yeah.
Hang on. For every
Oh.
2 growth points, they also increase their caster level, and then
fuck.
once they reach the 4 growth points, so after 4 months of feeding, they finally reach their apex and shed their skin to become a greater Barghest.
Oh, this isn't even its final form.
Guys, we might be fucked.
He also might, yeah, because that's the thing. He might not even come here. He might just hang out in the woods for 4 months.
Well, he has to find people is the big thing there to consume.
Fair.
He has consumed apparently
Humanoids.
all of our friends already.
So
Yeah.
he's got at least one, probably 2.
Well, it's most likely just one because he was just summoned while we were there. Unless he had some way before he was summoned, which I mean we're kind of fucked if he's already gotten some before now.
Is it just kick in, or every month he can get one person?
Every month,
But also, like, if he has a
grow ones, but they
Yeah.
consume. They're unnaturally. They have a curse where they always hunger for more. They will continue.
Unsatiable hunger.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. He's not gonna hang out in the woods. He's coming for
No.
wherever the most people are.
Which
We should have done the thing in The Simpsons where we just like leave a trail of candy towards the town. He's like, "Ooh, piece of candy."
Just use
Ooh,
Chewie's
he's
body
candy.
parts. They're in buckets already.
Too soon.
Yeah, I'm not okay with doing that ever, but
Sorry, that's my chaotic evil showing.
That was your one question. Anything else you would like to ask the sage while you're here?
I mean, I know that you currently owe money to one of our friends. I don't know if there's any way that you could help us out a little bit, and if you could like get the rest of that to us, because
I'm afraid
killing this demon is a big deal.
I'm afraid I'm not. I'm only a scholar. I don't know how to. I could help you any more than providing you information. I've dabbled in magic. I've taught figures, basics, but I wouldn't be of any help. I don't know.
How about if you can't help the conflict? We need you to keep researching this demon. Anything that you find could be helpful.
Yep. And anything that you do find, bring it to the mayor as soon as you do. Because if we fail, it's gonna fall to her to deal with this thing.
Of course, I'll see what I can dig up. There might be some fault at home. I could send a letter. Perhaps one of my. Perhaps the Library of Macklemore might have answer.
And if we do kill this thing, obviously you're more than welcome to the ruins that are left behind after we kill it. Because there's this chamber, these big doors sealed by magic, so I'm sure you're interested in it.
Of course I am. I'm a little bit concerned about the whole demon thing. So we should deal with that first.
Yeah, obviously. Alright.
Is
We'll
there
have a meeting with the
anything
mayor soon. So we probably should get out of here.
else? Yes. Whenever you need any more information, if I can help you with it, please come on by.
Alright, we'll do.
Alright. You head on out, and we go back to the original time that we left. As you guys are sitting down in the Rusty Dragon, having had your chat with the sage, and in come Red and Robin. Robin holding a sizable bag that shingles every time he takes a step.
I'd just like to point out, for the record, that I do have, like, almost $300 of loonies beside me right now, in real life.
Please.
So all I need to do is double that, and I know exactly what over 600 GP looks like. And honestly, you can't hold it in two hands. It's sizable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the two of them are there, alive, and a whole hecking lot richer.
See, Sigus was right.
This-
We told you.
Sigus is both so unimpressed and very impressed at the same time.
Red will say in his Ted voice, "Well, we actually did quite well. We've recruited some help and retrieved some funds. Robin is a miracle worker, and I'm probably on a hit list now."
No,
Moving
you're
on.
not. Remember, I own you now.
Well, yes, but only until the deal turns over, and then on the hit list I go.
Not if I exile you first.
Ah!
Touche.
I mean, if you exile somebody, it doesn't mean they can't be on the hit list. I'm not sure if you understand how exiling works. It's actually more important for him to then put him on a hit list.
Oh,
Nah.
no, but he could lift the hit.
That's
You can say that-
basically it.
I mean,
He's
you
not
can say
on a
that
hit
he
list,
can't.
he's just exiled.
A no-touch list.
Yes.
Sure. Whatever. Anyways, I have the local crime lord on our side. He's gonna come into Thistletop with us to kill this thing.
Alright.
Plus
Um,
troops.
And troops. Yes, this is true.
Good.
Alright, well, apparently we need magical weapons to kill this thing.
We have a
I
fuckload of
will-
gold.
This is not gonna purchase a magic weapon, Red.
Magic weapons
Look.
are expensive, friend.
What this can
Look.
do, however, is it can purchase a potion of Magic Fang, and my fists will become magic weapons.
That's convenient.
Robin,
Yeah.
are you feeling better? Because you seem like you're a little better.
I did just frisk 650 gold off of a crime lord and basically make him lick my boot. So, I'm a
Speaking of
little
which,
better.
why did you never tell us that this was your life?
I didn't think you guys would trust me if I did.
To
You're
be
right.
fair, you had the same
not wrong.
reaction to me.
I mean,
Also,
apparently you were better at hiding it than Red was, though.
I came out and told you.
yeah.
You actually denied it as soon as I said something.
No, I denied killing anyone.
Red, you're bad at this. Stop talking. I have
while
a
you're-
2,000 gold bounty on my head, which is why I didn't tell you.
Oh,
It was issued by
So-
my parents.
oh.
Is it dead or alive?
It's strictly alive,
Okay.
It's
which isn't gonna work anymore because I'm pretty sure I'm dying.
it's actually 2,000 alive, half dead.
Half dead. Half
Yeah.
dead. And I've paid literally all of that to the boss with that ring. So he has it. So whatever debt I had was already paid and now I got all this free shit.
So you're straight?
I'm straight as far as thieves can be trusted, I guess.
We'll revisit this later.
Yeah. What you got?
Well, I can cast a spell called Magic Weapon to at least get one other person with magic.
That'll work.
I believe that can be cast on ammunition
Yes, it can.
for 20 some odd shots.
20, yeah.
25,
20.
is it?
I think it's 20.
Okay.
Might be 50.
Oh, no. Wait.
It's like applying a potion. Or an oil, sorry. An oil to a
Oh.
weapon.
Weird.
It's-
In Greater, it denotes that you can do 50 arrows, but in Regular, it does not say anything.
Oh, then you might
arrows.
not be able to.
Yeah.
Okay. No worries.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you're able to give Magic Weapon on ammunition. It's
Okay.
Greater Magic Weapon that you can put on ammunition.
Alright, and okay, so this thing, we hit it with magic weapons. Hopefully it dies. What else can this thing do?
I mean, he is really good at casting Mind Control Magic.
What
And
can
then
we
we
do to
also-
stop that from happening?
Protection from Evil, which I also have.
Will make us immune to mind effects.
Yeah.
Straight up?
Straight up.
Okay, we're gonna definitely need that on deck. If there's a chance that we could also... I mean, can you hit everybody with that?
I can get 4 people.
Okay, we can buy a potion of that, too. To make sure everybody's affected. It's a first
potion
level
of
spell
it.
or second?
For one person, it's a first level spell. For 2 people, or for multiple people, it is a second level.
Okay, so if we just need one person, we get a potion for 50 gold. That's fine.
Yeah. And
Do
it'll
we
last
also
for-
still have the chest upstairs?
You're asking me? Yes, whatever you left in the chest is still there.
Okay. I don't actually have that written down.
I don't know what you had.
I know
in the
that I
chest.
gave... I know that I had given a bag of silver each to the people that helped me out. Ruth and the dude, I forget his name.
Mark.
But aside from that, everything else is there. The gold, the
Powder
crushed
dust.
yeah, the powdered coins, for sure. All of that is still there, minus 2 bags of silver.
Also minus the longsword, I think.
I mean, all the equipment that he could wear, he had on him.
Yeah, all the equipment's gone, but
unfortunately.
the gold is still there. If you can tell me, I'll write it down on my sheet too, just to make sure that it's somewhere.
Okay. Right. Give me just 1 second because I need to find that. It's in a really weird spot.
Yep, no worries.
And then the other thing that this thing can do is once per month it can consume a body. When it consumes, each time it consumes a body, it pretty much gets better at everything. Once he consumes 2 bodies, he gets better at casting. And once he hits 4 bodies, he is final form, pretty much.
Well, based on that, he's consumed both Chewy and Raw, so his spells are stronger for
He
sure.
can only do it once per month.
Okay, so he is eaten Chewy.
So yeah, we've only interacted with this thing for a day, pretty much. So
Yeah.
he can only get 1 activation of it, but he can do it. Yeah. So we
Okay.
definitely need to get this done within the month at the latest.
I will point out this one time because it's been brought up several times, and don't want you to
Get confused.
get confused. You
Yeah.
said that the creature was summoned, and you know from the book, from the
He is
journal,
not.
he was sealed inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being-
And Sigus knows that too. He
Yeah.
like when I was down there, he was over there trying to chat me up.
But
For
could
like
he have
3
been
days.
fed? Or was he so sealed that no food
He
could
was-
get in?
Yeah, no. There's no fucking way anyone was getting in or out of that thing.
Okay, so
Like-
there's no way he could have been fed.
He might have been fed beforehand, but like
Before
if
he
he ate
was sealed.
anyone before he was sealed, and like, but that also no one's been down there for like I don't know how the food works with this guy, but like it's been like thousands of years,
Okay.
so or at least 1,000 years. I have the number written down somewhere.
Does it ever
it
wear
was
off?
over 5,000 from your calculation.
That was over 5,000 years ago. Like I don't know if it wears off because he's like a demon, but you know.
Okay.
Must- Hopefully, there's been some thinning.
Okay. All right.
I think if they were powerful enough to seal men, they probably, like us, deal with it early,
Okay.
right? We can like it could be worse, but we can hope.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Tigis, when you were down there, you did inspect the seal. We went over this in 1-on-1. You know that the seal, whatever created it, was a 20th level caster level.
They weren't fucking around with breakfast.
I'm gonna be honest
That
with
makes
you.
sense.
If a 20th level caster found this thing, why would he just kill it?
probably to torture it
That's rude.
It's
because
for
it
fun.
has it's cursed
I mean,
to always be
or
hungry, as you
study
said,
it.
So
I mean, yeah. To be fair, yeah. If it is a caster, I'm sure that they're like, I'm gonna leave this here. I can use this later for sure.
or maybe they just died.
Yeah.
How many pouches?
He's
did
just,
you-
it's a 20th level squirrel, and he's like, I'm just gonna bury this, and then
I
come
gave
back
2
later.
pouches of silver.
Didn't they haggle you for a little bit more? Because I recall it being.
I gave them the silver earrings that I stole from.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then you still have 300 gold pieces in gold,
Mhm.
and another 30 gold in silver,
Okay.
and 100 gold in platinum.
We literally could actually get a magic weapon right now. Holy
We
shit.
need over 2,000 gold to get a magic weapon.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'd do
Yeah.
it's
it.
the armor
Magic
that's
armor is
100.
1,000.
It's masterwork. That's 300.
I got 77.
Minus 25.
I got about
Minus 25?
about 69 or so.
Noise.
Nice.
Okay, so
I have 100.
you can magic weapon one thing, correct?
One thing.
Give me a second.
Can the father magic weapon for long enough for us to get to
Nah.
the place?
No,
It's
it's a
minutes
minute.
per level.
Hours
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, no, and well,
Not even
in
close.
character,
You
Red
get a
has
scroll
no
of
idea
it.
how magic works.
Not even close. I mean, alright. If he can cast 4th level spells, he could do it for like 10 hours. And it's +1 per 4 caster level, so it'd be like a +2 enchantment if he's only high
You could
enough
buy a
for it.
scroll or something. But also, who wants to get close to this thing?
I mean, we're gonna have to get close to it to
All
hit
of
it.
the melee fighters.
Is there someone who has writes scrolls in town?
Sigus.
And
But I
Sigus.
don't know the spell. I'd have to find someone who has the spell, and then decode it, and then write it.
You might be able to
For
find
magic
a
weapon, we
scroll
could do.
for it in the local magic shop.
If you get a scroll, you can straight up just put that scroll in your book, and you know it now.
I mean,
No, I plan
It's a
on doing
roll,
that.
but
I've just
yeah.
never had any money.
well,
I mean, here's 50 gold. Go buy a scroll and learn magic weapon.
alright. So don't worry about buying a scroll. I can literally cast it. So
Yeah,
if
there
he
you
wants to
go.
make a scroll, I can cast it into the scroll, then you can copy it over.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Sure, let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
It will take
That's
a
going to
whole
take
day,
days. Yeah.
It'll take 8 hours. Yeah. Well, 4 or whatever.
though. No, 8 hours to produce the scroll, and then another, I think 2 hours to copy the spell
What?
into the spell book.
Mm-hmm.
Can I learn things from him if he's divine and I'm arcane?
Only via creating the scroll.
The scroll.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. But we should definitely sit down in some downtime.
We should take a month and just like let me take
Let's
get
not
up
take
all
a
of your
month.
spells.
Let's not take a whole
Hey, man.
month. Let's not do
Well,
that.
How's
once this thing's
January
dead.
for you?
Once this thing's dead, then we can,
Yeah.
Also-
we can just chill for a few months.
After
Of
this thing's
note-
dead, I'm taking a vacation.
Of note, Robin puts all of that 650 gold in the chest, so he's not carrying it.
That's your saved spot.
I mean, yeah, it's currently sitting on like over 1,000 GP worth of shit. So Robin's got a shopping
And
list.
you're still not
That
paying for
is-
your room.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
I mean,
Um,
if you're frugal, you're frugal. You're not gonna
yeah.
just, oh, I have all this money, I'm gonna start
Yeah,
being insane.
no, he's got a shopping list that's currently like 250 GP. That is basically like we need this stuff for the fight or we'll lose. But aside from that, like if anybody needs money for anything, if it's available, we can purchase it. He would like, maybe not right this second. You know what he fucking needs? Robin fucking needs a cloak of resistance. That's a
I mean,
big
you
buy
used
though.
to have. Oh wait, no.
No,
Chewie had it.
Chewie had it. Robin really fucking needs to be able to make saving
Bruh.
throws.
If we could have fucking killed this thing,
Yeah. Also,
we'd be
All of
rolling
our
magic
shit-
items.
all of our shit is in the room. Well, Chewie's Lucerne was on the wall, and Robin's like vaguely aware that their shit is in that room. So like, Robin knows like, if we do decide to go in, we can get our shit when we're done.
all right. Quick question: if something has a sacred bonus, is it then considered magical?
No. No.
Okay,
It needs an enhancement bonus.
Yeah.
gotcha.
So what time is it? Is it late?
It's getting pretty late.
Would stores still be open?
No, but you can. This is a town, so most shopkeepers actually live in the house that is
Okay.
contiguous to the shop, so you could go and ask them for help.
All right. Well, Robin knows that the alchemist is not gonna help us at all.
Try
So
and do
he's
that without starting a panic, though.
yeah. Robin does want to get scrolls of protection from evil and magic fang. Let me see if
Your best bet would be to go to the Feathered Serpent, which is the local magic shop.
nobody can actually use a magic fang scroll.
Rock could've.
Let me see here. Do I have UMD? I don't have a rank in UMD.
Oof. Then there's no way in hell any of us are gonna be able to cast it.
Sigus, does your
Oh wait.
Uncle Shop have any potions that are already made in it?
This is a question for the GM.
Yes.
Would they have first level potions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I can get a potion of Magic Fang and drink it. Let me
You
change
don't know
that.
if they have that specific, but you know that they produce first and second level potions.
Okay. Scrolls cost less, I believe. Scrolls cost half of what a potion does, so that's
Yeah.
cheaper.
Because
Okay.
scrolls require quite a bit less.
The spell completion, yeah.
Sorry, have more requirements for using.
Mm-hmm. Robin's also gonna wince like whenever he moves because he's in an incredible amount of pain. Like, as much as he doesn't show that he's in pain, like his body is broken. Like, he probably shouldn't be walking around and doing all of this.
Is there any? Wait, are we up in the room or are we down in the main part?
Robin put everything in the chest and came back down.
Okay. All right. Head voice then. Well, I think if you give me the evening, I can get a little familiar with a longsword, which will do a bit more damage, but I can't help with the magic.
We've got the magic covered. Dorbin can cast magic weapon, and there'll also be a scroll of it for the last person. So everybody should have a magic weapon. Shouldn't be a problem.
I'm fairly dexterous, but my how would you say your will or your fort and will save sucks in character?
Your constitution isn't particularly strong. You're not stout. It would be for your fortitude, and you're very prone to manipulation. Would be your will save.
Robin is incredibly vulnerable to manipulation, and the minute that that demon sees him and realizes this, the demon is literally going to have Robin kill all of you. So
No. Remember what I said?
Oh,
Protection from
oh,
evil. Will
it
be
totally
something.
blocks it. Oh, okay.
You
Then
guys will be 100% fine from that.
Okay.
okay.
I may be able to use.
Excuse me.
What's
what?
that? Sorry, I didn't.
You
Yeah.
lost
I
last
may be able to use a magic device also. Just
Out of
that
character, she has a plus 13 to UMD.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that just makes that cheaper.
She's
Yeah,
a bard.
so I'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
I
So
just
Does
we're
she
wanted to
actually
put in my
wait? Does
2
she
cents.
actually not have magic fang or magic weapon in her spell list?
It's
Magic
Druid Ranger
Fang,
Summoner.
Yeah, Magic Fang is specifically for the wild casters, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. What about magic
Yeah.
weapon though?
Magic weapon, Dorbin can cast.
Oh right.
Yeah. Can that be
But
cast on fists?
I
No.
think your fists count as
No.
weapons at
No.
a certain point, don't they?
Only if
No.
they're a monk.
Oh, you're ninja.
Even
That's right.
then,
Yeah,
they
I'm a
still
ninja.
count as natural attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, so magic thing's fine. Okay. I'm also gonna get a masterwork buckler because I want to put my AC up if I'm gonna be on the front line.
What's Masterwork Buckler do? It's plus.
It's a plus 20 C at no AC. It's just
Okay.
like I get plus 1 AC. That's it. On top of my armor, because it's a shield bonus.
Oh, okay, yeah, I have one. All right. Okay. Yeah, if I can steal some of the party gold, I'll go pick up a masterwork longsword just so my hit's a little better.
And just a heads up, I do actually already have a masterwork dwarven war axe.
Nice.
It was a present from my father, and by that I mean that I technically spent my character gold on it, but
Yeah.
my backstory says it was a present from my father. Who was a blacksmith.
That's awesome. Red'll
Alright.
like go over and look at it and be like, "Oh, that is some nice work, my friend."
Does the blacksmith have a masterwork buckler?
You'll have to buy it at some point during which the smith is available. Right
Okay.
now the shop is closed, and the one person who doesn't live in the shop is the smithy.
So what you're telling me is that it's empty.
Right now it's locked.
Okay, Robin's gonna break in.
Red
Sure.
will assist.
What's your disabled device check?
My disabled device is plus 12.
Okay. You can't crack the lock on this place.
Okay. Then never mind. He won't break in.
I mean, you go there, you start fiddling, and then eventually you realize this is a masterwork piece of lock.
Of course, the blacksmith made the best fucking lock. Okay.
Yeah, obviously.
That makes sense.
Obviously.
To be fair, there probably is other ways into the shop.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, yeah, but he's not just gonna fucking break the door down. He
Red'll,
know.
Red'll
It's not happening.
kind of tap. Red's doing lookout or whatever, and he'll just kind of go over and tap Robin on the shoulder and be like, "I can give you a boost in the window,
Chimney
chimney."
coming through
mean-
the forge. How great would that be?
They probably keep
mean,
the
it's
forge hot
off.
overnight. Is the problem?
Exactly.
I mean, I'll be covered in soot, and it'll be super obvious if I do that. Well, I'll leave it. Like, we're leaving tomorrow morning, so he's got to be in tomorrow.
All right.
Whatever. And then for the scrolls, we should go to the feather. What was it? The
Feathered
The
serpent.
feathered serpent.
feathered serpent. Yeah. Robin will go there.
We should
Carrying
see if there's
some
anything else
gold.
good in there too. Like if there's anything else that they have that.
See
might
if they
be
have a
useful,
sail.
or a cloak of resistance or
Sure.
something.
So you got
Yeah.
you guys want to spend the night and then prepare very early morning, go on a shopping
Yeah.
spree.
Yeah.
Right. Is everyone good with that?
Yeah. Dorban, do you have any heals left at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to be turbo healed.
All right. Well,
Red's down about 10 as well, if you can spare any.
I'm down 30.
Yeah, you need it
holy
more. But
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
it-
more heals, but do we want to be using them right now? Like, I have 2 more cure light wounds that I can cast.
I'm
We have the wand.
Then
Don't you-
yes, I have the wand, but would you like? Do you want me to use it now, or
I mean, overnight, I'm only going to heal, what is it, level plus con?
Level plus con.
So I'm
Yeah,
only going to heal 6.
I'm gonna get 5, so I'll be okay.
all right?
I mean, I can. Yeah, I'll be fine. Worst case, you can hit us with a cure in the fight.
Worst case, I can see if I can just buy a wand of cure light wounds.
Actually, that's a good idea. That'd be a good investment.
And just so
Absolutely.
you all know, I still have a potion of cure moderate.
Oh, nice. I have.
Oh,
good.
I do have 1 more cure moderate as well.
I have
Okay,
two.
dope.
I have 2 potions of cure light, but I wanted to keep those for running over to people if they need them.
Mm-hmm.
17,
Holy fuck. All right, I'm
That's a
down
solid
13.
heal.
12.
I am full health, basically. We're good.
All right,
Hey.
and
Yeah.
then my last one will be 7
Yeah.
to our friend
Oh,
over there, which would
thank you.
put him at full as well.
Yep.
Radical.
I'll be
Alright.
full
Hey.
tomorrow.
Everyone's looking
Job,
pretty
team.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Red will go over to Dorban and Silera because he was arguing with them before and be like, "Look, you two, I'm sorry about the disagreement from before, but
I mean, we understand you care, but it was just there are more important things than Robin. No offense, Robin.
no,
No, you're right.
I didn't want to lose a good tool in our belt, you know."
I mean, all right. a shitty way to put it, but to each his own, I guess.
Eh,
Right. So, one thing that we left unresolved is the fact that you guys were waiting for the mayor to
Yeah.
show up.
Well, I figured
Uh,
while they were out in the town
Indeed.
trying to acquire things before everything's open, that we are the squad that we has been doing other things would be there waiting for the mayor.
Indeed.
yeah.
So,
Robin and Red were probably off when the mayor showed up.
I mean, we would have been back. Like, we just went, realized that he couldn't pick the lock, and then just went back to the Rusty Dragon. So we
Sure.
would be there for the conversation.
Okay.
You arrive when just moments after the mayor has arrived. Gave a passing glance and a nod at the people who were already gathered there. Took a seat at their table. Good lord. Took a seat at their table and addressed the group and said, "Look, things are looking a little bit dire. Lie. A little bit of managed to message a friend of mine. He's been in times of need, great ally. They've informed me that by pure luck, there might be two men capable of helping already on their way here. Two paladins that should be arriving either tomorrow morning or afternoon.
Oh,
Fucking beautiful.
Who
that's
had
what,
been-
Wow.
that's what I like to hear.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna have quite the posse.
They were
What?
coming to talk to me and deal with the Sandpoint Devil. We managed to wrangle directive to help us out with our current problem.
Can I roll a knowledge local on the Sandpoint Devil? What the fuck is that?
Sure, everyone who's here can roll me a knowledge check on the Sandpoint Devil.
Well,
Nope.
oh, that's unfortunate.
Wow, the two people who are from here had the best chance.
Damn,
Um,
Silera.
I
Damn.
mean, it's what I do.
Damn.
Silera just rocked
All right,
it.
Solera,
You're welcome.
You've heard of the Sandpoint Devil in your journeys.
Sure have.
The lot of you who are locals know that there's sort of a rumor, and it's like that story that your parents tell you so that you don't go out at night or stay up late when you're a kid. That there's a demon that eats the bad boys and runaways from the town and takes them away to the devil's platter and eats them. And like usually it's told in a very fabled fashion. So Lara, you've heard of the actual story of the Sandpoint Devil, and that it is actually a demon that roams the Devil's Platter and the surrounding area, and has every now and again, perhaps once a year or twice, attacked people from Sandpoint that had strayed too far, or attacked one or two farmers that were perhaps out in a date by the Wisher's Well, and had the unfortunate event of coming across the devil.
It's funny
which-
that you mentioned this because Robin actually saw a kid get attacked by something well before any of this shit went down.
Yep.
So Robin will bring that up.
That being said, the story that you've heard, Celera, is that you know the Sandpoint Devil is on your tail when out in dark, in a warm summer night, or a cold, stormy winter. You see thick fog, misty, stretching out just a foot above the ground floor, the ground level. And then you hear the galloping of a single horse and burning 3 eyes like flames in the middle of the night, charging towards you. That is the last thing that you see.
So like the headless horse,
Sort of.
kind of what it
And
reminds me.
the only person that has lived to tell the tale was someone who was in fact at the Wisher's Well, um, above the sort of the edge of the place, and had the unfortunate the unfortunate, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not unfortunate. It's lack of bad luck. The bad luck of coming across the
Bad
devil.
stroke of luck.
Yeah, bad
Yeah.
stroke of luck. There we go. The bad stroke of luck of coming across the devil. But luckily for them, they were pulling some water from the Wisher's Well and fell into the well while startled by the creature approaching.
Oh, that worked well for
They
them.
spent the night inside the well, having seen only the burning eyes, and that is the tale that is told from time to time.
Oh.
Huh.
Well,
Well,
well, we could always help them with the devil after we deal with this thing, if they need some sort of payment.
Right, of course. As I was saying, I managed to wrangle 2 paladins who should be coming to town tomorrow.
Well, that's going to certainly be rather helpful.
I will be talking with them first thing in the morning. Sorry, first thing as soon as they arrive. Give them a proper welcome and inform them of the situation. However, we'll still need your cooperation. You've been the ones that faced the creature before.
For sure.
Hmm. And while we're all here, I should also bring up that I've got Jabril under my finger, and he's going to help.
Who's Jubrail?
That's exactly what I thought. Shame.
I'm just
You have
gonna
a
just
crime lord
chuckle
working
a
in your
little bit.
town. You have a crime lord working in your town, smuggling people and drugs, but I managed to convince him to help us and then leave.
You see confusion spread through Kendra's face. She's trying to digest the amount of information you just dropped in a single sentence. So, all right.
We can
I
have
will-
a chat with Bearlaw later about that.
I don't want to talk to you. Just hold your tongue. Robin, I will, just this one time, I will pretend not to have heard that you were involved with a crime lord who has been acting within the confines of Sandpoint. However, I would very much appreciate it if you could have a full report with Sheriff Baylor first thing in the morning about the identity of this man.
Sure thing.
Good. He turns to you, look at you, Red, and says, "All right, what were you about to say?"
Exactly what you said.
All right. That being settled, is there anything else I should know before I have to deal with this whole situation? Case.
The demon in Thistletop is Barghest.
Barghest.
Yep. Once it consumes 4 corpses within 4 months, because it can only do 1 corpse per month, it'll be a greater Barghest, and it becomes way more difficult to deal with.
Great. Absolutely.
And as it consumes corpses, it becomes harder and harder to deal with up to the 4th.
Absolutely fucking wonderful. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
We think it
Perfect.
has 1 eaten so far.
At least.
Right. I'll
It's
be
eaten
sure.
1 for sure. It has not eaten up to 4 yet.
That's all we know.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is
so.
a good amount of information to know. We'll talk to the paladins as soon as they arrive about it.
What was you saying about magic stuff, guys? Only magic can get through it
Yeah.
to it
So
proper?
Only a magical weapon.
Yeah, only. I mean, apparently only weapons with some kind of history behind them. A great story usually, but we're assuming it's some sort of magical weapon. We don't know for sure though.
There might be something that I can help you with in that regard.
That would
Mm.
certainly be rather useful.
I can lend you, as soon as you've dealt with this threat, I am expecting it returned. There's an heirloom weapon that I could allow you to use. Example.
Don't give it to me.
She's very
I-
clearly talking to Dorban.
All right, what kind of weapon is it?
Oh, actually, I have to double check because I can't remember what the fucking house's weapon is.
Well,
It is
it
a
has to
blade.
either
She
be
says
a
it's a
simple
blade.
or a dwarven weapon, otherwise I can't use it.
It is a martial weapon.
Okay,
Uh,
well, I can
It
use
is a
those.
to her that knows little to nothing of combat. She says it's our heirloom blade.
All right,
Well, I can use it.
I will make sure that it is returned to you.
And I will
Good.
double make sure that it is.
I can trust your word. I know that your honor doesn't come lightly. Right.
And they saved my life, so if they get it back to you, I'll make sure it gets back to you.
And Robin won't steal it.
I won't steal it.
Right.
I suits me having
I
fun.
have a long
It's
night.
okay, I'm gonna get
ahead
mine
of me.
back.
If there's nothing else, there is much I need to do elsewhere.
Well,
I'll take that as a
I
no.
think that's it.
Again, Mayor, I am sorry about my yelling earlier. It's my own. I'm
What's
sorry.
your name? I don't think I've.
Red.
Excuse me?
Red. Or, you might know my, proper handle. Last name Rafiski? Deda Rafiski? Anything?
Oh, you're one of the orphans.
Yeah. Let's just say a lot of us find our way over to Jubrail.
I will keep that in mind. Fine. Thank you for your cooperation. The rest of our. And she sort of looks at the table and realizes that the only two heroes of Sandpoint, sorry, three heroes of Sandpoint remaining, one of which looks like they've been emancipated
Killed.
and brought back from the dead recently. Thank you for cooperating with our local hero. I'm sure you'll be turning a new page.
All I've ever done is try to protect what I say is my family. But that's for a discussion for later.
Fine. I can see that you're in good company now. I think they should be a good influence. Well, better be off. Much work to do. Stay safe and get ready. It's gonna be a long day tomorrow. She says that as she's getting up from her seat and taking off.
Robin sort of
And-
whispers under his breath, like, it's gonna be a very short day tomorrow if somebody fucks up.
And on that note, we're gonna bring the session to a close. Yeah. I hope that everyone
Hell
enjoyed
yeah.
their time.
Yerp.
We're gonna be picking it back up next week. Is everyone good for next week?
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
So we
Alright.
got 2 paladins, Jabral and crew,
Mhm.
sounds
some
like it.
sort of weird magic weapon. I think we might actually do this.
We might actually do this. Can I purchase my the 2 scrolls and the buckler before we
Next
leave?
session. We'll figure it out after we end the stream then. All right. Well.
'Kay.
Goodbye, stream. Thank you for everyone that came and stuck around for the session, and I hope that everyone enjoyed it.
Peace, y'all.
Bye, chat.
Ta-ta!
Bye.
Bye, Chad.
Bye.